back. It took me like 10 minutes to get my food. I'll show you what I got. We have green beans, lasagna, and then for later on tonight when I get hungry or whatnot, there's a lot of condensation on that, an apple and some cucumbers. Even though my fridge isn't plugged in, Abby's is, so I can always give her my stuff to eat. And typically kind of known that like I don't just like typically go to the caf alone with my to-go box. I did a lot when I was a freshman and sophomore because I was in a single and I kind of struggled a little bit to like find people to go with, even though a lot of people, like people who are part of teams, I think it's easier for them because they just kind of go and whoever's on the team they sit with. Whereas like I wasn't on any teams, I was in the nursing program, but all the nursing girls who were like very cliquey kind of sit together. So I also, like, people wouldn't tell me when dinner was. Like, there was a group of people I was friends with freshman year who, by the end of the year, like, I didn't do anything at dinner and I didn't say much. Like, I just interacted like I normally would any other time of the day. But for some reason, when it came to, like, dinner time and everyone was going, I was purposely being excluded. They were not messaging me, or they'd, like, make up an excuse as to, like, why I didn't invite me. I many times just had my to-go, which makes it easy, but Jake's coming back tomorrow just to hang out with me because also he's not going to be here with me for a week, or like between, wow, my stomach is growling, I hope you can hear that. Once I get out Monday, he's coming back for a final, like I said, but then we're going to be gone for a week. Jake and I are both people who spend a lot of time together. He lives right upstairs, one door over, and we live like in the same dorm. We spend like all of our days together, but that doesn't always mean that we are paying attention to each other, and I think a lot of people on campus, like, don't understand that. Like, people on his team have been like, you spend too much time with Nora, so, like, how are we supposed to spend time with you? Okay, number one, if anyone else on that team is watching this, don't even, like, ask that question or bullshit that, because you guys don't ask him to hang out. If people ask Jake to hang out, I'm the first person who's like, go hang out with them, like, go do what you want, like, you have fun, because he, even though we'll hang out all day, like, he'll sit here and play video games all day, because I'm someone who has a much, like, larger workload, so I'll sit here all day and study. Yesterday we spent the whole day together, but he was focused on video games and jobs and his own thing, and I was focusing on my nursing. So even though we're spending a whole day together, the only time I'm interacting with him is if I'm, like, taking a 10-minute break or saying hi to him, or if we're going to a meal, or if it's literally, like, we're going to bed and I'm just gonna, like, lay with him for a few minutes. So a lot of people like to say that we spend too much time together, but even like I said yesterday to him, I was like, I feel like I didn't even spend the day with you because we're not paying attention to each other. We're in the same room, but there's no communication for like hours. And that's purely because I'm studying right now for finals. It's not always like that. He spends practically all of his time with me because he, like, you know, people are busy, especially right now during finals, and he doesn't always have people to hang out with them, specifically because they don't ask him. They like to make excuses. I'm not even going to go into that. But because we're around each other so much, it's like weird when we leave. Like, when we're not together, it's like I don't like being far away from him, and like obviously we both miss each other. And so during this break between when we go to Disney, I'm going to be very busy doing a bunch of things. He's also going to be very busy right before Disney, but he's going to have a few days where he's going to just play video games and hang out with friends at home and probably get bored. So I think we're both going to struggle with it. And so because of that, he's going to come tomorrow just hang out with me for the day. Also, like, make sure I don't have, like, a meltdown studying before finals because I get stressed out. And sometimes I have, like, adult meltdowns. It happens. I think he's going to go back home because he already closed out his room. And then he's going to come back Monday and take his exam. And then probably see me. He'll go home. I'll finally go home. And then we won't be back together until Disney. So that's the plan. Also, we have this cool assignment for our Disney trip. It's through our activities at our school. The director of student activities, I guess like our kind of adult chaperone who's bringing us on the trip, he would like us, he wants us to vlog it. His idea is, he doesn't really understand that I vlog, or like he does, but like he doesn't. The idea of the trip is we're going for also an educational class, but by vlogging it, we can also share the videos so that other people who helped support us and who helped donate to us to go on the trip, because we did like a donation thing, they can come to a dinner and have a nice dinner and see what we learned, and also they can use it for future trips, and that's kind of the whole idea of it. So I'm going to be probably vlogging with this camera, or maybe Jake's GoPro. He has an old GoPro, but I'm going to see how great the footage is compared to this. I will be vlogging that. I don't know how much I'm gonna vlog because I kind of get camera shy in public, but I'm going to eat now and then I'll be off to shower and then back to studying because, you know, that's life. I just started eating and I completely forgot to flip my laundry over. So I'm gonna go see. Hopefully there's a dryer. Oh, if there's no dryer, I'm gonna get really mad. Alright, I'm not very pleased with the people in this dorm. Most likely it was a boy, but I can't say for sure who it was. Someone moved my laundry over and dried it from the washer, which thanks, I was gonna do that anyway, but what if I had something in there like that was not supposed to be dried? I know from my point of view, I dry everything in the washer even though you're not supposed to, like with bras and weird shirts, and you're not supposed to with jeans, I guess. But some people are really particular about like the things that go in the dryer, and someone switched my stuff over. So if you're in college, don't ever do that. Just leave their stuff on the washing machine. I know someone was probably trying to be nice about it, but what if I had something in there that like wasn't supposed to be washed? Then it could have been ruined. And like that would have been on them, but I don't know who it did it. So can you tell I showered? It's 6:22 now. What did I shower at? Quarter of. I have a really bad habit of showering and then not wanting to get dressed, so I just like automatically lay in my bed. That's exactly what I did. I showered and I laid in bed. But I kind of needed a break. I have a little less than an hour breaks, and now I am back to study and watching YouTube. I'm taking a break because it's 6:30 and I studied like one section of adult and one section of peds, and I went, okay, so like in our dorm there's like a little mini common room that has a separate entrance to the health center for the whole school. And so the little mini common room, it's like the door is typically open when the health center is open, just regular business hours during the week. And then to get into like our actual dorm, you have to like scan in again. So like technically if the health center is not closed, you have to scan into both doors. But if the health center's open, you can scan into one and you can get into that little mini weird common room. And so I went in there because there's the vending machine to our dorm in there to kind of treat myself. I really wanted it. I haven't had a Dr. Pepper in a really long time. And my RA is the cutest. So we have 3 RAs in this building, 1 boys floor, and then we have 1 on 3rd and 1 on 1st, and I'm on 1st. And they're both, the 1st and 3rd ones are girls. So I technically refer to all the RAs in this building as my RA, but the one on my floor, I guess, put a note that she went through her candy drawer and she just wanted to get rid of the candy in it. So she put out 3 red Solo cups with like random candy in there. So there's a bunch of Hershey Kisses. I got Hershey Kisses, Reese's, mini Snickers, and mini 3 Musketeers. There's also like Rolos. There's like different kind of Hershey Kisses. So the ones that have like the marshmallow inside, which is so cute. She's always so nice and does like little things like that. Like during Christmas, when she made our door tags, she put them as little stockings, and she had like pencils in them, and she had a bunch of pencils left over, so she just left like all these like Christmassy themed pencils for anyone to take. I don't know, I just think it's cute. But I haven't done anything like on my break yet. I think I'm gonna pack more clothing and I'm gonna put away, since I showered, like the things I shower with, my shampoo and stuff. And then I also have my laundry, but I haven't gotten it yet. But I'm not like particularly feeling like I need to go rush and get it. So that's the update. I have to get those curtains on both windows down. So let's see how that goes. Pro tip for anyone who wants curtains in college, because they just help block out that smallest extra amount of light. Get a curtain rod as if you would put up a regular curtain, and then slide your curtains on, and then get command hooks and put them above and a little past the inside corner. So like I had mine, as you can see on the video, probably an inch above the wall and an inch out, I guess. And then you can just put these on the largest command hooks and you got curtains. You see this like weird splatter right here? I can't see it. Yeah, it's like, it's slightly gray. It's completely down along the side of the door frame. That is remnants of a wax warmer. As you guys can tell, I have this one. But I previously did not have this one. I had a ceramic one. And then my roommate dropped it, Abby, by accident. I didn't really care. Like, they're cheap little dinky things. So she dropped it and the top piece broke off of it, but the bottom somehow didn't. So I have the bottom piece. I don't have another top piece. I just got rid of it. Well, I got this one. Jacob went to go do something. I think he was plugging something in and he pushed it over. It didn't break or anything, but it splattered because it was actually on. When Abby knocked the first one over, it wasn't on, so the wax was hard. When Jacob knocked this one over, the wax was complete liquid, so when it splattered against the whole, like, window and frame and everything, it hardened. So I don't know if I'm gonna get, like, room damage for that. I'm really hoping not. I'm gonna try my best to get it off, but I don't have a knife or anything that I can, like, chisel it off with. So there's command hooks that I can't get to that Emily recently put up when she lived in the room. And I told her to just leave them because I was like, hey, we'll move the furniture around. I might use them. I can't reach them now. So I'm going to see from my RA if I really need them. I'm hoping not. Or like if I need to take them down because that's going to be a bit of a struggle for me to climb up in all those weird spaces and try and get them.